likely scenario you're going to face. It's not the zombie apocalypse. It's not, you know, we may face a nuclear war soon, but the most likely scenario is a home invasion. There's 1.7 million home invasions in 2022. And I'm going to show a video that's going to maybe change your whole thought process on a home invasion. This just happened in a home in America. And luckily, the homeowners weren't home. But the video is going to basically change your mind on everything that you probably thought or dreamed about on a home invasion, what you would do, okay? Let's go ahead and play the video, then we can discuss it.
Sunday night at 9:45 p.m. at a time when police say the crooks were hoping someone was home. They quietly pushed open the double French doors from the backyard and snuck in using police-like tactics, making sure they had every entrance covered and constantly communicated with each other. And then they sat and waited, 5 of them, each armed with a handgun. This guy even had a high-capacity extended magazine.
Those guys meant business.
Oh, 100%. I don't understand why else you go into a house with 5 guys, each with handguns.
Luckily, no one was home, but the homeowner watched the whole ordeal live on his phone and called police. The robbers got away with some electronics and other valuables. What's more, investigators say another home invasion 12 days earlier happened on Hunter Lane, about a half-mile away. That time, a family was held at gunpoint, and robbers made off with more than $150,000 in jewelry.
So obviously, a lot of people, you know, you've heard guys tell women to get single-shot shotguns or get revolvers. You know, in my opinion, obviously a pistol's a good option because it's good for engaging close quarters and stuff like that, maneuverability. But it's also, you know, when you got a group of 5 guys, 5 criminals. Now these criminals are different. Now I think criminals are going to become different. A lot of times criminals are high, they're, you know, out of their mind, and usually they're dumb. But I think we're seeing a new form of criminals, people that are smart, people that are trying to actually orchestrate legitimate plans whenever they conduct a crime. So you have a more intelligent criminal. Obviously with the internet, people can gain knowledge pretty quickly. But what we saw was a stack of 5 guys trying to room clear. Now they had no idea what they were doing, but it still would give you, you know, anyone, you know, a Navy SEAL would have a hard time with this situation. Delta Force guy would have a hard time with this situation. There's 5 guys stacked, and they had pistols, right? But what they had was extended mag, right? I call this a candy bar. So they had a whole bunch of rounds that they're gonna pop off, you know, not need to reload as quickly as you will, because you probably are not walking around with a candy bar. But the thing is this, is that with that, that's why an AR-15 is good to own. You know, obviously Joe Biden's trying to take them away from us, but AR-15 is good to own. You can quickly reload it, high capacity, these sort of things. Obviously maneuverability may suck depending on what, you know, if you got a 16.5-inch barrel, because other than that it's an SBR and those sort of things. But in this situation, an AR-15 would be ideal platform, right? Now these guys obviously didn't know about room clearing, but they tried to, which they were low to the ground. You saw that, which is smart, because they're not, you know, a lot of people looking, you know, at eye level. You know, I teach even to crouch down around doors and stuff like that, so the bad guy won't think to shoot you there, because his eyes are focused up top at someone about 5'10", 6 foot tall. So these guys knew what they're doing. And if all of them had extended magazines, or extendo clips, what the street calls them, you're going to be in trouble, because most likely if you just got a 9mm, you know, 16, 17 rounds, you're going to be struggling. And if you're a lady who got told at the gun store to get the revolver or shotgun, you're going to be in real bad trouble. So a lot of times when people have these scenarios in mind, they have a little planning. They just imagine, I'm going to be a superhero by picking up a firearm and I'm going to save the day. And that may not be the case. Not with today's criminals. Now, we got a film called the Watchman film. I definitely recommend viewing it. I'll put the link in the description or in the pinned comment, and you can rent it for $10. And I teach how to secure a home, defend a home. Okay, I teach you how to room clear as an individual person. Now, clearing a room as a single man room clearing is always a disadvantage. It's always a disadvantage because you don't have eyes in the back of your head. But I'm going to show you how to do that and eliminate as much risk as possible. I'm also going to teach you how to set up ambushes. I'm going to show you how to keep them out of your home from even getting there. These people had cameras set up within their home, I guess, because they were away on a trip. They probably don't typically keep cameras in their home. I definitely recommend cameras because that gives you the jump on people to know where they are so you can formulate a plan. The more intel you get, the easier it is to develop a plan to overcome someone, right? But I just wanted to show this video because I think a lot of people have in their mind that they're going to have one bad guy that they're going to be easily to take down. What if it's 5 guys and they got these, right? And you know, they want to, you know, ban high capacity magazines because you know, whatever reason, so you can't defend yourself. But the thing is, criminals will still have these. They'll still have them, and then you won't. So that's also important to make sure that you fight for gun rights, make sure that you do everything you can to defend the Second Amendment. But I wanted to share this because a lot of times guys live in this fantasy world that how they think things are going to be, and it's not always going to be that way, especially not in 2023 and going forward. I think criminals are going to be much more smarter, and they're going to plan attacks, maybe even practice it. Maybe these boys practice these drills before they went into the home. You don't know. But anyhow, guys, you know, it's just about staying frosty, and that's what I try to help you guys do. Again, it's a wake-up call for all of us. So stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Take care.